I think that if Shai had lived, she probably would have been a lot like me because she was a fighter. She went through a great deal of treatment. She went through chemotherapy, radiation, 12 hours of surgery.
Shai Verter's courage was tested to the limit, diagnosed with a cancerous tumour when she was just a baby.
She was only a year and a half old at the time.
There's nothing that Shai's mum wouldn't have done to save her daughter's life.
At one point I wanted to give her a piece of my liver, but they wouldn't let me do that.
Shai's fight ended the day she was supposed to start school.
This is the part I don't like to talk about. Personally, my reaction to adversity is to fight, and so the fact that my child was sick made me want to fight the sickness. Because I'm a scientist, my reaction was to do research and find out what kind of treatments were out there and to take her to the best doctors at the best hospitals.
Dr. Frances Verter's search led her to regenerative medicine and cord blood therapies, where stem cells harvested at birth are saved for future use, so that one day they can be transplanted back into the body to help invigorate new cell growth.
The problem is that parents have never heard of cord blood. They don't realize that there are stem cells in the umbilical cord and that it's very easy to pull out 2-3 ounces of blood that holds millions of stem cells.
Dr. Verter wants to help parents make informed choices. Her website, The Parent's Guide to Cord Blood, was set up in 1998.
I actually just did it as a hobby for many, many years. I had a day job as a scientist at NASA, and I was doing this website on the side.
The site now attracts about 500,000 hits a month and reaches around 30,000 parents. But Frances Verter believes Kiwi parents are still in the dark.
Parents here are not getting enough education about cord blood banking, and that the doors should be opened up, let them know what the choices are, and let them decide for themselves. No one would deny a woman of information about contraception, so why are you denying them of information about cord blood banking, about the fact that it's so easy to save some stem cells at birth?
A potentially life-saving decision that many parents here are unaware of.
People who are caught up in having babies are thinking about strollers and what color to make the nursery, and they haven't stopped to think I should save my child's stem cells.
CB2544.
It helps cancer patients who need unrelated donors, and it helps parents who are thinking of saving for their own child. It helps mothers who are having high-risk pregnancy where their child is at risk of being born premature and having cerebral palsy. All these people need to know about cord blood banking. It's a rising tide that floats all the boats.
Dr. Verter is encouraged by latest cord blood therapies for treating injuries to the brain.
A growing body of research suggests that newborn stem cells from cord blood have the ability to penetrate the brain's protective barriers and cross into the brain.
Worldwide, there have been a few hundred children who have used their own cord blood for brain injuries sustained at birth. And many of these children have stories of dramatic recovery.
Just one of the reasons why more and more people are pursuing this kind of treatment.
In the United States, where we actively use stem cell transplants to manage many cancers, the odds of an American having some form of stem cell transplant by age 70 is 1 in 200. And that includes both receiving your own cells or getting them from a donor. The reason it gets up to 1 in 200 is that it increases with age. It really goes up like that. And when you get into your 50s, 60s, and you approach 70, many people require stem cell transplants for a variety of diseases that occur more and more often in adults. I'm very active on Facebook, and I have a few hundred friends. Most people have over 200 friends. So if you think about it, somebody that you know is going to require a stem cell transplant at some point in their life.
And who knows what advancements will be made in years to come.
I think The word safety net is the best way to describe cord blood banking. We already know of uses for cord blood stem cells now. We don't know what's coming in the future, and very often when parents make the decision that they want to bank, it's based on the promise of future therapies.
Knowledge is power for parents. The driving force for Frances Verter is to see accurate and unbiased information readily available to them.
I feel as if I'm doing something for her, even though I couldn't save her. I'm preserving her memory and I'm trying to help other people in her name. So it's my way of doing something that keeps her memory alive.